You're supposed to dumb down if you want to be an actress.
We started Fancy Pants about 4.5, 5 years ago.
What I was selling as a Bollywood girl was tits and ass, dumb blonde.
So the other day there was a lady who was so uncomfortable wearing something that was looking stunning on her.
Oh, this celebrity couple, oh, they have it really together. No, they don't. No, 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 no.
Hi, I'm Malini, and welcome to another episode of The Girl Tribe.
More power to all the girls out there, a part of MissMalini's Girl Tribe.
Hey everyone, so I'm very stressed about how to do the Sameera Reddy intro because she specifically said not to introduce her the way normally people do. The beautiful, the wonderful, the gorgeous. That's what everyone does.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm going to start by telling you something you don't know. She knits amazingly, apparently. What happened? One day you're just like, I'm just going to try knitting. And then you turned out to be amazing at it.
Actually, no, it's like, it was in school, we had a choice of, things to do. And then knitting was the way of getting out of like worse things to do.
Like what?
Like they had running and stuff. And I was a really fat kid, okay? So I did not.
Like, who's going to run?
Who's going to run? I shall knit. And it's actually a big it's majorly de-stressing.
Yeah?
It's superb. So that's something I still do.
I just can't picture you like
I mean, in my my vanity van, wearing this sexy Bollywood, dress.
Yeah. So I'm really happy that you're here, and it's very difficult actually to get people in this industry to come and have conversations. So let's talk about this. And I remember you putting a story up about even when you were growing up in school, somebody played a prank on you.
I was one chubby teenager with chashma, and I used to stammer like hell. Couple of, I think, game changers for me was one when this prank was played, and you know how we crush. I was crushing on this guy desperately, and then, these girls thought it'd be funny to send me a note saying he wants to meet you. It was Valentine's Day, and he wants to,
Yeah.
And I landed up there, of course, dressed in my Sunday best, and he never came, and then they all laughed about it for like weeks to come.
So evil.
But there are a few things that just stay with you, as young girls.
Yeah.
And maybe this is one of them. And I don't think I'd be an actress today.
Yeah.
If I hadn't had all these morons come and push me in the
Really?
wrong.
But what's the connection?
The connection is that it happened because of that negative push. It's like I just decided to like
I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you all.
No, it's just like it happened very naturally.
Yeah.
It happened very naturally. Funnily enough, nobody knows this, but I started to audition because I had a very bad stutter. And I'm not kidding. I couldn't get through one line without going like, and my therapist said to me, what like freaks you out the most? And I said, I cannot publicly speak. So that's how the audition started.
Wow.
And so the stammering and the getting over the stammering is what pushed me into it. And that's how it all happened. Like
That's incredible.
It's funny though, because I mean, now I can go in front of, 100,000 people.
And you can just do it. Yeah.
Because the brain is such, if you kind of just, like nose it up and it has to give in. You have to overcome that fear.
This is like such great advice, I think, also for the girls in the Girl Tribe, that the way to get past something is just to go and just do the thing that scares you the most.
Just jump in that
I think that's incredible. One of the things that I feel so often happens is that you're supposed to dumb down if you want to be an actress. Then why? Why is that?
So I remember like in 2009 when, Race came out and a couple of, good films came out and I was doing well. A very famous actor told me, Sameera, what's your problem? He's like, you're too bro. You know what I mean? He's like, you're too like, you come across a bit smart and you're a little intellectual. And he's like, you need to become a little dumb blonde, do that and you will actually get more work. And I said, really? And I actually tried it out and unfortunately it worked.
It really works.
It really worked because in my interviews I was like, I just wake up every day, I feel like this. It was no like, a thought process or a natural me. What I was selling as a Bollywood girl was tits and ass, dumb blonde. I don't know anything. Please save me.
I think a change is coming. I hope a change is coming. But one of the other things, and people talk about this so much on the Girl Tribe especially, is, and I really think it'll be amazing for you to bust this myth, is how do you deal with, you know, people judging you for how you look after you have a baby? I think you talked about, and they like, I know people are so cruel. Like, what is wrong with them? You were telling me how you decided to tell us the story.
Oh God. First of all, I always had this vision that I'm going to be this fashionista mommy, you know, wearing these heels and getting out of my car, and it was blown like into pieces because I had a lot of issues getting pregnant. And it was a normal pregnancy, but to keep it, I had to do a lot. And I put on 34 kilos.
Wow.
And I'm a tall girl, okay?
Yeah.
So you don't understand.
Yeah.
It was like...
That's like half a person.
It was literally half a person.
Yeah.
It still didn't hit me, I think, until when the baby came out, because till then, like, you know, and people were a little rude even towards the end of the pregnancy when I was trying to go out. And I know one thing's weird, I have to say this to you, Malini, is that it was women who came to me and sniggered and said shit, which is what I couldn't ever understand. I'm like, you're a woman, you're a mother, or you know, it was never the guys.
Yeah.
It was always the women. You know, I'd go to Joggers Park. I remember the first time after I had Hans, and it was 1 month and I had a C-section. So I needed a month to recover, and I pushed him on the pram, you know, with my friend. I'm like, oh, I'm out there doing my mommy thing. And this woman, like, she comes up to me and says, you know, Sameera, aapko kya ho gaya? Like, what happened to you? Itni moti ban gayi.
Wow.
And my friend lost it, and she was like, can't you see she's had a baby? And people didn't understand. And for 1 year, I feel so sorry because I wasted 1 year of my life hiding. And I shouldn't have done that. And I wish there was, maybe if I would have heard someone like me say something. You know, unfortunately, actresses just have babies and they're like,
it's like,
back
it's unreal.
They're looking like better than ever. And I didn't have that luxury. And to be honest, I didn't go down that space. So I feel, unfortunately, a lot of young mothers are looking at, you know, actresses coming out and just looking gorgeous, and they feel like shit.
You feel terrible.
But I'm trying to tell you, I'm an actress, and I absolutely fell into pieces. And I for 1 year was miserable. It took me a lot of time to get up. I also had postpartum, you know, I used to cry for no reason, you know, and bless my husband who really stuck by me, and he really was there for me.
Yeah. I felt so bad for even Aishwarya Rai. She was fat shamed out of town, saying like, oh my God, this, that, and the other. But she just kept quiet about it. I guess it was a dignified silence, but it felt like she's being torn apart.
But do you know the amount of times people came and told me that, why are you doing an Aishwarya Rai? Wow. And I got that many times, and it used to piss me off because I'm like, how dare you take her name and, you know, use it as like a term.
Yeah.
You know,
as like a slur.
Yeah.
Honestly, there are different kinds of shaming, right? So you have fat shaming, you have height shaming, whatever it is. And I struggle with this myself because I work in social media. I have to put up pictures all the time. And I find myself using filters. I find myself doing crops. Yeah. And I think I struggle with it because you're afraid you're going to get that mean comment because now it's a two-way conversation.
Yeah.
You know?
But that's what everybody's doing. So you feel compelled because everybody's portraying this perfect picture. It is not perfect. I guarantee you everybody has cellulite. Even the skinniest people are so insecure. They're like, you know, I love this. Everyone's like top angle and top angle. So they look skinnier and contour. I actually got mortified when I got onto Instagram like a couple of months back, and I was shocked. Because everyone looked amazing
all the time.
All the time, and I was like, "What?" You know, and like I would like there to be a balance. I'm not saying that don't use the filters, but don't make it look so. It's not aspirational anymore. It's fake. And I'm sure, like I don't know if you get this, but every time I go to a skin specialist, she's like, you're now entering the end of your 30s. Do you want to do a little Botox right here? And I'm like, no. I don't. I'm scared to go to the dentist.
Yeah.
We're not putting needles near my face.
And that's the thing.
And she's like, but everybody's doing it, Sameera. Just one little touch and you'll just look a couple of years, fresher and younger. And I'm like, listen, I will try my best and age gracefully. And I'm not against people who do Botox or do anything because I'm like, whatever makes you happy. But truthfully, I'm trying to say that everyone portraying this thing that, when And I know how, that feeling of feeling bad and that feeling of feeling small. It's such a sick feeling.
Yeah.
And everybody is getting it, and mostly women. They sit on their phones, after a hard day, and then they're seeing someone like looking fabulous, and they're like, damn, my life sucks, and my husband really talked to me. Oh, this celebrity couple, they have it really together. No, they don't. No. It's all part of a good PR plan that works, but is amplified so that you will buy into it so that they make more money.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you to do something for me. I have a Girl Tribe pledge wall, and I would like you to make a pledge for women, for yourself.
Okay.
And we're going to put it up there so I remember it.
Okay, I'm going to write down what I think. Let me just do this here. So, my pledge would be, let's all live a real unfiltered life. Let's try and not fake it, which I think we all do to a certain
I'm gonna make a promise to
certain degree.
That's fine. That has been absolutely amazing. Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for being here.
No, I'm happy to be here, and I have to say that I'm so happy that you have taken this platform that you built, and you're doing something good with it. I appreciate it, because I think that a lot of people are not using it to this point that they could. They're stuck in that race of trying to promote themselves and trying to increase just this whole zone that they're in. And you're really doing something with it. And that shows that you become more mindful and you have a shift going on within you. And you're very lucky to be there.
I'm very lucky. And I feel so I used to feel hollow, and I would be like, what am I doing? I have this great brand. I have all these people, but there's a piece missing, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And now I come to work every day excited to shoot this show. You have a namesake, Sameera, who helps produce this show. And she comes smiling every day saying, we're doing something that matters. There's something that we're doing that's important. So thank you so much for being here. And now, ladies from the Girl Tribe, as always, the spotlight's on you. One of my favorite parts of the show is celebrating all those strong-headed, talented women entrepreneurs who have broken through the glass ceiling and made it big. Today, we have one such fancy story of two girl bosses, which will surely inspire you. Check it out.
Hi, I'm Janki Desai.
Hi, I'm Stuti Desai.
And we're the co-founders of Fancy Pants.
We're sisters. We started Fancy Pants about 4.5, 5 years ago. We just decided one day to do something on our own.
FancyPantsStore.com is basically an online fashion portal. We sell all the international trends that are available globally in India at very, very affordable prices. We just opened our first store in Juhu, Mumbai. We started this business mainly because we were so passionate about fashion, and we wanted to sort of see that translate into other people's lives as well. And the main meaning is just that, creating a brand that basically stands for strong women who want to try new trends, who want to experiment with their style.
We really try to embody that sense of finding their own fashion and expanding their comfort zone per se. So the other day there was a lady who had to go for a pool party, and she was so uncomfortable wearing something that was looking stunning on her. So she came in not less than 3 times. Every time she came in, she felt a little more confident, she felt a little more comfortable. We styled her completely. She looked amazing, and she said she got a lot of compliments. So to have customers come in and realize that they can dress better for themselves, feel more comfortable in their own skin, that for us is giving back in a great way.
The coolest thing about Fancy Pants is that we're an all-girls team. Of course, we'd like to think that we have touched a lot of lives. We're very proud of the fact that we collaborate with a lot of women and we work with them. We've just started manufacturing our own products in India. We're working with women in Jaipur. We're working with women right outside of Bombay who have set up small karkhanas where they can manufacture our clothes. So that is the most amazing form of collaboration because, they're doing all these handmade embroidery increase for us. We're helping them create their business and grow it. If we look at ourselves now from when we started, of course, we think that, yeah, we've created a brand that we're very proud of, and we'd like to think that we're successful in making like a lot of people fancy. But it's an ongoing process, you know. We're never at a time where we feel complacent that, okay, you know, we've achieved that everything that we could, because that's not true. Like, there's always a new goal, there's always something more that you can do, there's always a way to improve your business. The only thing that you need is to be so passionate about what you're doing. It needs to be the only thing that you think about, the first thing that comes to your mind when you wake up, and literally the last thing that you think about before you go to sleep, because that's the only way that you will stay behind it no matter how difficult things get. I'm Janki Desai.
I'm Stuti Desai.
And we're the Girl Tribe.
So if you've seen my Instagram, then you know that I am absolutely in love with Fancy Pants' store. Everything fits me like a dream and is super affordable. So thank you so much, Stuti and Janki. You are my girl bosses for today. Thank you for sharing your story. You're going up on my Girl Tribe Wall of Fame. And that's all I have time for on this episode. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed making it. Now come find me on Facebook, Malini's Girl Tribe, and I want to talk about this obsession with the female body. Skinny, curvy, waif-like, supermodel, real girl. What is it? Who made these rules? Which one should we be following, and which one should we throw out the window for good? Tell me what you think so we can all learn from each other and finally do something about it. Start by joining Malini's Girl Tribe on Facebook. Until then, keep those good vibes coming.